Yo, my beautiful peeps. Hope you're good, well and safe. Welcome to another video. And this video will be a Q&A about my first video that went out last week. The response to that has been absolutely overwhelming. The amount of messages, the comments I've received, which I still need to reply to. It's been super touching. I mean, people have been messaging me crying, saying look, they really needed to hear this, it's really helping them for what they're actually going through right now, they can relate to it. And that was the whole point of the video, to sort of help the world, you know, pass it on, because I was given a lot of help. I was super lucky, and it's only right that the energy that was given to me in order for me to overcome this seemingly impossible obstacle, I should help someone else, right? So it's given me a few ideas for future video series, but we'll get to that later. Today we're gonna do a little Q&A in regards to the video, so let's get on with it. First question: what happened to the person who hit me? Injuries, charges. So he was obviously drunk, right? He was 2.5 times over the limit, and he was blaming me on the scene, but luckily there was witnesses, there was CCTV, so he had no chance. In terms of injuries, he got away with just a few bruises because he was drunk and he was relaxed. The impact went straight through him, so he was a rag doll, and that's the best way to be. Whereas I put my foot on the brake, turned with the steering wheel, and I stiffened up, and then, you know, I absorbed all the impact while my leg and my arm did, and then you know what happened, right? In terms of charges, yeah, he was done for dangerous driving. So he was charged with 6-month alcohol course, 2-year driving ban, 1-year suspended sentence, and a couple £100 fine. But long and behold, he was back on the road a couple months later, and yeah, that was it. I mean, it's not really enforced. The justice system in this country is a bit flaky. So, you know, I'll leave it at that, but it is what it is. Do I hold any resentment towards a drunken driver who hit me? If I don't, then why not? Nah, not really. I haven't got any like malicious intent towards him or anything like that. I was never angry at him, because the way I was thinking back then was he didn't do it on purpose, but obviously he did something that was life-changing for me, and lucky I came through the other end in a good way. The only thing that gets to me is that he was still on the road and he could do that to someone else. So, but in terms of any ill feelings towards him, nothing. No, I don't waste my time with it. It's only gonna eat away out my brain. What's the point? So, would you have been as positive and inspirational as you are if you wouldn't have been able to run again? Yes, because of the injuries that I had, there would have been always something to be thankful for. So if I wasn't able to run again, you know, I would have been happy that I could walk. You know, I was happy that I still had my leg. So you can always have it worse. So no, I would have had some sort of gratitude, even to be alive. You know, coming out of that crash alive was a big thing. So no resentment. Oh, nope, I got those questions mixed up, didn't I? Anyway, how long did it take you to feel confident about getting behind the wheel again? Okay, so thinking about it, every time I thought about it, I thought, oh listen, you know, when it comes to the point where I have to drive again, I'm going to have to start really slow, go to like Asda car parks, Tesco car parks, and practice there, because every time I was in a car as a passenger, I had some sort of, well, I was overly paranoid. Like if we got close to the cars in front, I would really like shout at my friends. The amount of abuse I've given my friends, and they never really shouted back. They were just understanding, you know, super understanding. So, but yeah, I was like, what are you doing? You know, I kind of had a bit of a sixth sense, but obviously I was overly cautious. And what I found out later on was, because I wasn't in control, because I was a passenger, I'm going to be even more paranoid than usual. But come the time where it was ready for me to jump back on the road and drive, I literally jumped in the car and I went on my way. I had no issues. I couldn't wait to drive, and it was totally fine. So yeah, I was in control and I'm all good. I've driven past the scene of my crash multiple times. It brings back memories, but I mean, there's a McDonald's around the corner, so yeah, nah, I've got nothing to be sad about. Alright, what's next? What was the biggest change to your personality, values, outlook after this experience? I mean, in terms of like positivity and having a positive outlook, that's never changed. My values have never changed. That's what really got me through this. But I've become less petty, like less petty. Usually things that would annoy me in the past don't anymore. So there was a time when I was in hospital and I was sleeping one night, and obviously when you're in that state, you're hooked up to a catheter, yeah? So a catheter is a medical device that goes into your bladder through your little pee-pee, right? Goes into your bladder and you just go. You don't feel like going to the loo. You just pass water all the time, right? So it was quite chilling. So I just relaxed there, and then there was a bag next to me filling up, and that was it. But yeah, so there was one night where I couldn't sleep, and I heard this pop. I'm like, what was that pop? So I thought I must have dropped something, but whatever, I went back to bed. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was thinking, oh, I am sweating. Why am I sweating so much? Turns out the catheter bag, the pipe had popped. The hospital staff was supposed to change it, and I was basically pissing myself the whole night. So the whole bed was full of my piss. Usually I would have been like, oh, this is nasty. But I'm like, it's only piss. Whatever. Change the sheets. Move on. So little things like that, personally, is where I have evolved and changed. So yeah, pissing yourself, I mean, it's an interesting experience. And the catheter, I mean, can you, one sec, let's see if you can get this. Let's go eBay. Male catheter. Oh, you can actually buy them. Okay, so yeah, no, I just was curious. Yeah, anyway, so alright, do you ever wish you could turn back time and not have gone through that meal, avoiding the accident? First of all, you never say no to food. Me and food, we just go hand in hand. No. Do I ever wish I could turn back time? You can't. So why think about it? I don't dwell on the past. You know, everything happens for a reason. Soak it in, move on, and get on with your life. Next. Okay. What food were you going to get just before the crash? Well, I was a vegetarian for 9 months prior to my crash, right? So I had gone to this Vipassana meditation. It's a 10-day silent camp, and there I was on a vegan diet. But whilst I was on that vegan diet, my skin, because I've always had acne, right, most of my life, and after being a vegan, my skin cleared up dramatically. Like, I mean, I was like, I was glowing. So I thought, vegan. You know, I didn't really know too much about nutrition back then. I've always eaten healthy, but if you're vegan and you're training, you really need to like know your stuff, right? So I was a vegetarian. So what was I getting? I was getting a halloumi wrap from Farnham Road. I can't remember the name. Was it Lebanese Grill? Yeah, so check them out if you're in Slough, going past Farnham Road. They make a banging halloumi wrap. Might go back and get one next week actually, or this week. Anyway, so so what was the light at the end of the tunnel? Light at the end of the tunnel? I mean, I was flipping alive. I wanted to move again, and nothing was stopping me doing everything I could to get back to how I was. So I guess that was it, to move my ass and get running again. I don't think that was a proper fulfilling answer, but how long ago was the accident? So this happened in 2013, so that was 8 years ago. That was 8 years ago, so a long time. Yeah, flippin' heck, time flies. And how long was your recovery from start to finish? I mean, the recovery started from 2013 and it hasn't finished up until now. I mean, it's a reason I train so hard. I have to sort of maintain a certain level of fitness in order to negate any problems, because obviously I'm going to get like knee issues, osteoarthritis. I was told I'll probably get in my right knee. I've got a lot of scar tissue which I've been working on, mobility issues. My leg will never be perfect, it'll never be the state it was before the crash, but we get on with things and I'm doing pretty well. So it's just an ongoing process, and I love training, and this is why I train so hard, because you never know what's around the corner and when you'll need to be in a mental and physical state in order to take on that problem that's given to you. But this is the last question. So on the bad days, how did you pick yourself up and continue to push yourself through the pain to get to where you are today? It's kind of similar to the light at the end of the tunnel, right? But there's only so much positivity that I've got. This is where like friends and family came into play. Days I was feeling down, they would take my mind off the bad, you know, because as positive as I am, I really try to be as positive as much as possible. You can't do it all the time. You know, like everything, it all comes to an end. You only have like a finite amount of energy, like positive energy. So that's where you need your close ones and your friends to sort of kick you ass, pick you up, and you know, push you. And it helps that I'm a stubborn git. So yeah, so those are some of the questions I've received. I don't know how long it's been going on. Shit, about 15 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope that's answered a few of the questions that you guys have sent me, and I'll be doing another video going through my first one and filling in some of the gaps. We'll see how that goes, and yeah, what can I say? Keep smiling, stay safe. So if this video resonates with you guys, please share it, like and subscribe. Peace.